Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's been I think too long. So I'm making this video kind of in a explanative sense of what exactly I want to do with this channel, because I was kind of on a roll on posting content, sort of, but I was kind of maintaining some level of content production, and then it just disappeared. And gratefully I got a bunch of subscribers, so I feel like I'm letting you guys down. So basically, in summary, the takeaways are: number one, the vlogs are going away, but they're not going away. They're being restructured and reformatted in a different style, but they won't be called vlogs. They'll just be titled as regular video. I'll think of titles and thumbnails as I go, and depending on what the content of the video is. But yeah, basically the ideology of vlogs is gone, but documentation will still be there. Explanation of what comes next, because things do come next. Because I watched back all the videos that I was making on this channel, and I realized I didn't get to a point where I actually liked the content that I was producing. So I looked back at the content, I was like, this stuff is really badly shot, this stuff is not making much sense. Only one or two, maybe three videos at the most, I think I was actually enjoying and doing in a format that I think I wanted for my own channel, rather than trying to be sensational like a lot of other tech kind of based YouTube channels. So making it was also quite difficult, because in January, which is even when most of the content stopped, just the influx of work just blew up. So what then did I decide to do? I decided that in the next couple of months, I'm going to try and procure stuff that's going to help elevate the level of content. Now what was left was now good sound and good lighting. We've gotten good sound, thankfully. We've retired from the audio cutoffs from the cheap Boya mic that I used to use. I called it cheap, but that thing was 15K. And I'm actually making the next video on these. Like, my next YouTube video is gonna be just a basic showcase and review of these microphones. Not really an unboxing, just talking about them, talking about mics like them, and why you might want to buy some of the other, and then my thoughts on these ones. So now it becomes looking at what YouTube found to be good content to push from last year. And the one video that did best last year was the video where I did how to use a smartphone as a monitor. That thing has an excessive amount of views, and I don't know if it's because at the time there was a lot of searches about that, but there's a couple of things I noticed from that video that YouTube would push further if I made more videos like that. Number one is me not talking on camera like this. So yeah, that might be a thing I might do in the future, not appear on camera in every single video. Of course I will still appear on camera, but not in every single video, especially talking about tech. I think if I'm just giving my thoughts on something or talking about a discussion, something that's gonna obviously have me in frame. But essentially what I'm trying to do is try and see which kind of content YouTube is gonna push forward, because essentially what has happened is vlogs are not getting pushed. So what's the plan is basically copy what former vloggers are doing right now, which is basically talking to you guys about something here and then showing like a bit of the experience and coming back and saying, they know what happened, blah blah blah. So giving storytelling, and then giving bits of that story here and there, and then coming back to the studio and explaining like, oh, this is what happened. So keeping it a bit more interactive than just me walking around holding the camera and saying, okay, now I'm here, okay, now I'm there, now okay, now we're talking to these people, okay, now we're doing this, and then video end, and then mixing some B-roll into that with some music. But I think that's reserved for the past, or just for people that have that audience already that are interested in seeing their lives like that. So this video is basically an example of that, where it's like I'm gonna basically talk about everything that's happened from January when I stopped posting until now. I don't know if I stopped posting. Did I stop posting in January? I think I did. I think I stopped posting in January. I might have posted like 1 or 2 tutorials or something. I can't quite remember the dates of those videos. Again, it's been so long since I've updated my channel. So I think to start off is like the first shoot of the year, and the first professional shoot I did with this camera, with this brand new camera, this A7 IV. Went out to sides of almost Gong. I don't know the exact area name, but there's a school there and it's owned by some family friends, and they asked me to do a commercial for them. So I got out there with a 16 to 35 that I borrowed from one of my friends. We're here out in Kiserian at Rockville's boys school, doing for them again photos and videos. So yeah, by the way, in this vlog, or at least the beginning of this vlog, I'm testing out the onboard microphone for the A7 IV because I've never tested it. The A7 III's was kind of terrible, so now I'm testing this one, and yeah, just to see how it sounds. There's a lot of wind here, a lot of wind, because it's next to Gong Hill. So yeah, anyway, the shoot went well. The only thing I can say is like I'm too hungry, so I need to go find food now. But yeah, the photos look amazing, the videos look amazing. Again, the homie job, Gidaka, thank you for the 16mm. I'm really enjoying it, especially for vlogging. It looks so good. Wish it was a bit faster, the 2.8, but for what I was doing today in terms of work, it works very well as an f4. But for f2.8, would have enjoyed the vlog look. But yeah, I can't complain. Actually, the only thing I can complain about Jen is that you don't have an ND filter, boss. Get an ND filter. Unahitaji hizo vitu. And now I'm shooting at f10. So yeah, that's kind of meh. But I've loved to shoot at f4 with the 16mm. So, but it is what it is. It still looks really interesting. So yeah. But anyway, now I'm gonna head out. Now walking to the client's car, and then yeah, we see from there. I'll meet you guys back at the studio, I guess. So peace. So after that, nothing happened until around maybe March. You know, we did some live streams, some more live streams with Simon at Kofisi, and yeah, those went really well. I really loved how like the A7 IV performed. So yeah, we did that live stream, a bunch of live streams, but only managed to like capture a bit of one. We've done the live stream. The setup was really dope. This time we had a 3-camera setup, I think it was. But yeah, this place is really dope. The spaces are really dope. The furniture and things is really dope. So yeah, I mean, this is just like a room that's not being used right now. I just found it to do like this monologue because the other room just has people. But the views are spectacular. The buildings around are spectacular. There's this place here that has a pool on the rooftop that just looks spectacular. So yeah, this is where we at. There's also a pretty good lounge down here. After that, we had some Sony workshops, and I was involved in one of them, but I did go for the first one they had with TJ, and he's a really talented cinematographer and filmmaker and photographer. He's worked with Sony I think a couple of times before, but he was basically talking about filmmaking and working with the FX3 and all that stuff, and it was a really dope session, really nice space and all that stuff. And then fast forward to, I think it was the end of April or beginning of May, I had my own workshop. It was a crazy experience, it was a crazy day. A lot of people showed up, and yeah, and on top of that, on top of having to do the workshop, like go talk to people about, you know, basics of filmmaking, which was my course, I also got to create a cinematic video with the Sony FX3, an 85mm G Master and a 16-35 G Master, and it was just a glorious experience, let me tell you. And on top of that, I also have a full behind the scenes creating that video, because I did at least have a second camera, which is my A7 IV, to film the behind the scenes. And then yeah, it was really dope. So it starts from unboxing the gear to shooting the stuff and all, just everything. It's really fantastic. So I don't think there's much else to add on to. So, and also I hope you like the setup going on over here. I am trying to get a better quality light tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow from the time I'm shooting this video. I'm trying to get a Amran 100D and see how that works, and also maybe get a second tube light so that I can put a different color on this side. I do have an LED panel, an RGB LED panel, but it doesn't fill the space with color the same way that one, like this tube light, does. In fact, let me just demonstrate that, in case instead of just talking about it. So So that's how it looks, you know. It just fills the room with light. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. It just looks like, I don't know. It looks weird. I don't know if, hold on. So that's the thing. I can only make it like this is the only color that can look saturated is a dark purple. I don't know if I like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? I feel like I look like I have like a Star Wars kind of theme going on or something like that. I don't know. It just looks, I don't know. It doesn't look like a room with like additional lighting. It just looks like a blue room with some orange. So I guess that's it, guys. I think I'll see you guys in the next one. Again, we're going to be talking about these microphones in the next video. It's going to be a quick and easy video talking about the mics, reviewing them after about 3 or 4 months of use. And then, yeah, and then we'll just see where we go from there. But that's it for this one, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.